Well, we're getting back to that report we tried to show you just a few moments ago. So Charlotte communities sharing concerns tonight over ICE enforcement tactics after those two deadly incidents in Texas and Maine.
Yes, WCNC Charlotte's Alexandra Rios Malvia shows us how neighbors are responding to this.
I'm sitting outside Manola Bakery, a pillar for immigrant families here in Charlotte, where people recently gathered to honor the life of a man who was killed in Texas by ICE. Local advocates say that immigrant families here in Charlotte, are expressing more concern after recent ICE activities here in Charlotte.
Hey, how are you? Welcome. Welcome, hola.
At Manolo's Bakery, the smell of fresh bread and empanadas usually brings neighbors together. Lately, the conversations have been different. Just days after community members gathered here to remember a man killed during an ICE encounter in Texas, the bakery owner, Manolo Bentancur, says fear continues to spread through Charlotte's immigrant community.
The trauma that these actions are bringing to our community, to our children. Now our children, they don't want for us to leave our houses.
He says customers are staying home, families are avoiding everyday errands, and small businesses are feeling the impact.
Today I haven't been able to get the money for my rent, and I'm doing better than many other small businesses owned by immigrants. This is worse than COVID because nobody's paying attention to us.
Carolina Migrant Network co-executive director Estefania Artega says their hotline has received about 30 calls in the past 2 weeks from families looking for legal help after loved ones were detained by ICE. The organization says much of the ICE activity they've documented has been concentrated along the South Boulevard corridor.
Most of that activity that we've seen has been through vehicular stops, which is very concerning to us.
Artega says families fear what they describe as aggressive enforcement tactics.
Could certainly happen here in Charlotte. This is not something that is unique to these states, because what we're seeing is very aggressive tactics that are being utilized in traffic stops, or what appears to be a traffic stop.
The Department of Homeland Security tells us ICE will continue arresting and deporting people who they say are in the country illegally. For Manolo, those conversations at the federal level don't match what he says families are living every day.
Just to drive around and to go to a supermarket is an act of being brave. The last few weeks they have been very aggressive in town, so our safety first. We are living one day by day.
In East Charlotte, Alexandra Rios Malvia, WCNC Charlotte.